you say something.
Hello?
There you
Yeah,
go.
we can hear you now.
That's right. Y'all niggas give me credit because I was right. I'm smarter than you niggas.
Oh,
I got the answers.
sorry, guys. Sorry. This is my first time using this.
That's fine.
Again,
Nah.
we're pretty
Not gonna give me credit. So y'all not gonna give me my credit.
No, we're not gonna give you credit. We never give you credit for
We've
anything.
been saying that we're horrible people for a long
That's how I'm
time.
saying. Y'all are horrible people. This is my point. See what I'm talking about?
Again, as far as I know, this was all because of Reed. I'm giving Reed the credit. Reed and a little bit of Sham. Awesome. All right,
I'm the
cool.
one that told you to help her in the first place.
And nigga, again, I'm giving Reed and Sham the credit. They're such wonderful guys. They're so helpful. They
All right.
understand how to do
All right.
everything.
Do you want me to crash out of this guest or not? Which one? Like,
You
because
already, you already, you already crashed out to begin
always
with.
make
I
me want
mean,
to crash
I'm
out.
glad she wasn't
You
here for
didn't
all the
hear me.
blatant sexism.
Okay, but keep it up.
Okay, I think you're not getting it. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast with authentic black male thoughts. It's your boy Riker. We have Reed, Sham, Libertarian, formerly known as Black, Whyte Collar Suge, and of course Armstead. Follow us on Twitter, EVYD Black Men, Instagram, Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Man Facebook page. You absolutely have a Patreon, EVMP. All episodes debut there first. We also have exclusive episodes like whatever happened before this stuff. And last but not least, our website is www.everydayblackmen.com. But this week, we have a special guest, Esther. She wrote a book. We're going to ask her some questions. We're going to talk a little bit. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So, Esther, talk to us. Let us know how everything's going with you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Esther E. Lorenzo, and I'm the author of The Ugly Truth My Love Life Sucks. So, I'm originally from East Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. I'm Haitian. My family, I'm Haitian, and I graduated from the one of the best schools ever, Metropolitan College of New York, in Human Services back in 2019, and this year with my master's in public administration. Other than writing, I love to travel. So far, I visited like 4 different foreign countries this year alone, and it was an amazing experience. What what made me write the book was my last traumatic relationship. It was a eye opener for me. I experienced a lot with this person, and I just got tired of running my mouth to friends and family, and everybody's telling me the same thing. Oh, it'll be okay. You could always find somebody else. But I just got tired. Like, I really got tired of throwing a petty party for myself. And I remember one time I was hanging out with one of my favorite cousins, and he was like, yo, you should write a book or come out with a movie because your life is really like a movie, your dating history. And that just, like, from that point on, it just had me thinking my relationship. So that's what made me write the book.
Hmm. Can you tell us about your most previous relationship and why it was so terrible?
So
Traumatic?
my last relationship was back in we started dating back in 2018, and we was like on and off in 2022, on and off. But of course, it was really bad. Like, he was verbally abusive, physically abusive. He didn't know how to communicate. His way of communicating with me was always shouting and being disrespectful, whether we was in public or indoor setting. He just didn't know how to, like, speak like an adult and have an adult conversation with tantrum like a toddler. And he for granted. Like, he cheated on me multiple times. I would run into him in certain situations, find him with another girl. Sometimes the girl will be in his car. Sometimes she'll be in his apartment. He was very, very disrespectful. He called the cops on me. That was like, because I've never, broken the law. I never had any issues with police officers whenever I got in contact with them. Like, I never had no issues whenever I met him. So he got me arrested. I did time a couple of days, like 6 days. But, people may think that is nothing because I did 6 days, but it was something for me because I went through process. And getting arrested and going through that whole process. Not funny. Like, I went to Riker's Island. I had to get butt ass naked with a woman. You know, the whole setting. Like, I just didn't belong there. And my whole time while I was out there, it was just like I was just like asking questions because, you know, that was my first time getting arrested. I don't really know how the system works. So I had to ask questions. I had to ask people like, what's happening with me? What's going on with my, and they like, oh, you're about to be indicted. I'm like, what? Indicted? Like what? They gonna kill me or something? So I was like, that's how my mom was thinking at the time and stuff. So yeah, he got me arrested. He got me arrested a few times. And the only reason why I kept on going back, because I was in love with the dick. I was never in love with him. You know, it was the dick that was good. You know, he came with a full package. That's what made him
Esther,
going back. Like, even though I know he
Esther,
was a piece of shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
As a person who's been to jail for DV as well, it's a very serious thing. I've also been to jail for DV, and I understand how stressful it can be. I've been 4 times, so I get it. But do you think that what did you learn from that experience that you could take into another relationship?
Definitely get to know the person before rushing into anything. Like, before rushing into intimacy, you get to know the person, how their relationship was with their parents, their
Hmm.
childhood, if they endured any trauma, any past trauma, and if they did endure any past trauma, did they heal from it? Did they cope from it? And what are the coping methods that they use? What I noticed in that relationship, they knew that my
Hmm.
ex-boyfriend, the family knew that my ex-boyfriend had some serious behavior, disrespecting. He was calling the cops. He was portraying me to be some type of crazy woman, a monster. But everybody knew that how he was, because he didn't do it to me. I found out late, real late, that he did it to other people, but I got it worse compared to the other girls that he was dating in his previous relationship. Also, to not rush and to not make a relationship about sex. You know, sex is part of the relationship. It plays an important role for me, but it's not what makes the relationship. It's more than sex than just a than a relationship.
Yeah, because what you said, it sounds like you're okay with getting beat on as long as the dick is good.
No, 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 no. That's the thing. When we was fighting, I was doing the hitting. That's why he kept on calling the cops.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he
do you
wasn't
think
beating
like
my ass. I was beating him.
also
Yeah.
do you think like going forward though, like how you said he was fucked up and like you want to judge him on that, that do you think people would judge you on the fact that you're a man beater or been labeled as a man beater?
Well, no, because it's not like I just attack him. No, it was never like that. Like, he didn't know how to with me. So if for instance, say we was watching something on YouTube and I'll be like, oh, can you like change the channel or something? Can you put something that, that we both could watch? Because it's like, this is just about you. And he would get upset. Like, he'll just like
Mm.
black out and raise his voice at me and, try to attack me. Like, he'll do something, he'll react instead of just changing the channel. Even if it was like something for me to eat, he'll ask me if I want to eat something. I'll be like, yeah, I want to eat this. And then, this is what I want to eat, he get upset. Like, he was just somebody that got mad. I was just hitting him just to hit him. I don't do that. But that one time he did it to me that first time, and then I hit him back. And then I see that it was becoming a pattern. And then that's when I was like, oh no, he must think I'm pussy, because nobody has ever, any guy that I've been in a relationship with, they know how to communicate. They know how to talk. If they have a problem, they know how to address it, not use their hands. But with him, he was using his hands, and then he even pull out a gun on me on one time. And I'm like,
Mm.
yo, if you're gonna pull out a gun on me, make sure you know how to use it. Like, don't pull it out and then hello.
No, don't worry about him. So,
No, no, hold on, I have something to say. I have
He
something to
said,
say.
don't
go
As
worry
a
ahead, go
about
ahead.
toxic,
it.
We can hear you now.
okay, as a toxic person myself, I read your book and I was just like, damn, I'm really toxic. You know what I mean? But I like it. You know what I mean? I enjoy that I'm toxic. But
Oh
like
my
when I
god.
read your book, it sounded like you talk. Well, no, I'm being honest. I'm a toxic
Man, I
nigga.
respect
I'm
it.
with
I
it.
respect
Yeah, hit me. I hit you back. You know what I mean? I like that shit. You know what I mean? And I fuck with it. You know what I mean? But it did appear in the book that you were very toxic. You know what I mean? and that you kind of use your education in school as a standing point, like to like you feel like you're better than the men that you're dating because of your education.
No,
It's
absolutely not.
interesting.
Because most of the guys that I
Okay.
was dealing with, like most of the guys that I was dealing with, they didn't even have a job. Like, I was just like, for me, I'm not a materialistic person. Anything I get, I've been working since the age of 14 and I'm still working till this day. So I don't really depend on a man to buy me anything. So when I'm with somebody, I'm really with you as a person. I don't care about what you have to offer as long as you, because I'm simple. I don't ask for much. I just ask for honesty, communication, and affectionate. That's what I ask for. But nowadays, like, see, the guys that that I dated in the past, they made it hard. They made it hard to just communicate with me and spend time with me. Like, if it wasn't about sex or something, they wouldn't spend time. So at some point, I got tired of that, and I'm like, yo, I have to set boundaries. I have to step up my game. These guys is taking me as a joke. The guys that I'm dealing with, because not all men is the same, but the guys that I was dealing with at the time.
Want to get married?
I'm sorry, what you said, it sounded like you was breaking.
No, I said, do you want to get married? I'm gonna let them talk because I'm toxic.
For sure.
Mm.
Married.
What
No,
do you think
no,
some
No, go ahead.
no.
What do you
Y'all go
think
ahead.
some good qualities for a father for whenever you do find that match?
Somebody that definitely gonna demonstrate love and affection to me, and especially my kids, because growing, I have a father, but he's not an active father. So there's a difference when you have a father, somebody that's absent, and then somebody that's active, that's alive, but he's not active. So I definitely don't want my children to have to like look for love outside of their dad. Like, I want the dad, whoever that's going to be the husband and the father of my children, to demonstrate love and demonstrate how a woman's supposed to be treated by that man. That's what I'm looking
So,
for. And of course, somebody that, that's godly, that has a relationship with God, because I'm a spiritual person as well. So I want that person to be connected to God. And then just be a loving person and just show it. Don't say I love you and then you don't show it. You have to have actions to follow that. So that's the type of dad I want, a husband and father, that I want for my kids and myself.
Hey,
so,
Esther, how old?
sorry.
I'm 40.
You're 40. Okay, okay. You sound young. Like your voice is
I
lighter.
know. I know. And I look young too.
So when you
You
said
haven't.
you wanted a dude who would express love, I think that that's kind of a poignant thing that people can often say, but then when you ask them what love is, the actual small parts of it differ from person to person. So for you personally, when you say you want a man who can display love and will be able to show both you and children what that is like, what are some examples of said love? Because we kind of overuse that term. And that's how we wind up in shitty relationships, not just you, but just people in general.
So definitely, like, everything that I didn't experience with my dad, I want to be able to experience that with my husband, and I want that to foster towards my kids as well. So, like, prime example, like, it was three of us: me, my brother that passed away, and my other brother that currently lives in Haiti. So the one that passed away, me and him, we have the same biological parents. So my dad and my brother, they always had a good relationship. He had that conversation with my brother about the birds and the bees, but he never did that with me. So I had to look for the answers through my relationship. Or sometimes my dad will be like, "Oh, won't you ask your cousin or ask one of your friends, but don't ask me." So I definitely, like, I want that. I want the father of my child to always communicate, always stay in that communication with my kids. Same thing with me. Like, communication is big for me, because I don't like to, like, try to figure out what somebody's thinking. I'm big on speed. I like to express my emotions. I'm not afraid to do that, as you can, all day, every day. So I just want that person to be able to communicate and show love. Like, check up on me, check up on my child, because I didn't get that growing up. Like, I could have been in my room dying. I could have been in my room dying, and my parents would never know that I was dying because
Were you a
they don't
latchkey
check up
kid?
on me. Huh?
Were you a latchkey kid?
I was
Uh,
I was the middle child.
no, no. Latchkey kids are like your parents was working and you would just be home by yourself a lot. Like it was
Were
like
you the kid
a thing
that
in the
had to let the other
'90s.
kids in? Your
Like
siblings?
you'll come home,
That's the
you'll have to
last
lock the
kid.
door, and yeah, let the other kids in. Yeah, or your
Yep.
oldest sibling. Yeah. So
It's like
meaning
that.
that
No,
were your
and
parents
then,
at work a lot? Were your parents at work a lot, and y'all was just home alone with, as kids?
yeah, it was me and the home health aide that was taking care of my grandmother at the time. So she would babysit us until my parents come home.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do
Yeah.
you think they didn't have the ability to do it because they had to work so much, or was it unwillingness to do it? Because you're probably around the age they were when they were raising you, or close to it, where you come home and you spent your 8, 12 hours at work, whatever you work, and you come home and sometimes it seems a little harder to be a great parent every day. Do you think that's part of it?
No, because he spent a lot of time with my brother. Like I always felt like I was a stepchild. And then at one point, like there was a few times my brother, he used to make fun of me. Like, he used to be like, "Oh, you was adopted. You was adopted." But I was really young, and he's my older brother, so I used to take that serious. Like, what? Maybe I was a.
You ever heard men?
My used to spend hours speaking to him.
You ever heard that men love their daughters and raise their sons?
Wait, can you repeat that? Because you was breaking. I'm sorry.
You ever heard men raise their daughter? I mean, love their daughters but raise their sons?
No, I never.
Yeah, it's a quite common thing. Uh, I don't know if that's black or whatever it is, but loving their daughters but raise their sons.
Yeah,
Did
but
you feel like he loved you at least? That's what I'm saying.
nah, mm-mm,
Damn,
nah.
is he still here?
Since child up to he's still alive, but the
No.
relationship is still the same. If anything, it gotten worse. Like, it gotten worse because now my brother's not around. And then there was a few times he said, "Oh, Dad, why God took my son, my only son?" Like,
Yeah,
pretty much, like, he should have took me and not my son. You get what I'm
that's not what
saying?
he
So,
said. He's just like his only
no,
son.
no, that's how y'all don't know my pops, but that's what he does. He would throw subliminals towards me and stuff like that. We don't get along. We will never get along.
Your dad is from Haiti.
Yeah,
Yeah,
old
uh,
school.
yeah. They, we generations before had so much emphasis on their sons.
Hey,
It looks like
Esther.
it.
Oh, go ahead,
Man,
my bad.
well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think sometimes we aren't considerate of the world they grew up in and how they were raised, and then in turn how they raised us. And I'm not saying they were right or wrong, but they did the best they could with what they had.
Hey, Esther, what's your zodiac sign?
I hear what you saying, but and I understand. I definitely hear what you saying, but I just like there's no excuse. The same love that he was pouring out to my brother, I should have received that love. At
I
the end of
understand.
the day, that's my dad. Like, I didn't ask to be here. Yeah, he had sex with my mom, got her pregnant, and then
Allegedly.
boom, I'm here. Like, I didn't ask to be here, so I need to know that you care about me. Like, he doesn't. If it's not something that's not in his favor, yeah, that's just basically it with him.
Now, why don't do you feel the same way about your mother?
My mom, I will always love my mom, but she started moving just like my dad. So, and then my mom, she's fearful of my dad. So it's like my mom, she's with her, she's not about the drama. So, like, if she's around and she see me and him bumping heads and stuff like that, she try not to get involved. She's like more of a peacemaker, but she also enable his behavior as well because she know some of the things that he does is not right. And she knows that I need that father figure. I need him to lead by example, and he's not leading by example. I'm going out there getting the answers on my own, going through my own experiences and stuff like that. Like, I'm not having those conversations, those sit down with him. He doesn't do that at all. He don't even check up on me to see how my day is going. Nothing.
Would you correct your husband in front of your mother? I mean, in front of the kids.
No, not in front of the kids. I don't
Yeah,
play with
okay.
kids. Yeah, I don't play with kids. That would be
Do
like
you
a
do you
private
have kids?
conversation. No.
That's good.
Okay, because
Why you say
that's
that's
what I
good?
thought.
I want
No.
5.
'Cause
Why you
you
saying
said
that's
you wanted a
good?
husband. I really did.
Why
That you should.
Yes, I want 5.
Correct.
But
That's
why?
wonderful. Well, what I'm saying is,
Because I want to be able to because I want to teach my kids. What my parents didn't teach me, I want to teach. I want to be a teacher to my kids. I have a lot of
Okay.
experience. I want to share it.
Esther, okay, let's slow down real quick. How soon do you want these kids? Like
oh,
Oh,
next year?
when God sends the man of my dreams for that
Hmm.
to happen.
Hmm. Hmm. Where you live now?
Why you saying like that? Why?
he's
Go
trying to
Where
ahead,
be
you
a
live
say it,
now?
daddy.
spill it,
He's
spill
trying to
it.
be somebody's daddy.
Where you live now?
Huh?
Where you live?
I live in Brooklyn, East Flatbush.
Okay,
I
you
live
should
in the
leave
hood.
though.
My
You should
my
live. Okay,
neighborhood is bad.
yeah, you want to leave out the hood and like come to a place where it's like chill and have those kids.
I don't mind doing that.
Okay, cool. We'll link up later and talk about it.
Niggas just shot his shot on the podcast. God
Oh my
damn, Black
God.
Libertarian.
Too much. Too much.
Now, do you know how your mom met your dad?
I don't know anything because they don't tell me anything. Like everything is a secret to them. It's a
Okay.
secret. So I don't
Is
know
your mom
nothing.
also Haitian?
Yeah, they both Haitian.
Okay, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Caribbean parents, you don't need to know anything but what we tell you. Sham could tell us more. Guess that nigga's been on mute. Um,
Let me ask you another
so
question. How often do you go
go
to the
ahead.
gym?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I stopped going to the gym after I stopped dealing with one of my ex-boyfriends that's from the book because he was a trainer.
Oh, that's cool. You gonna start back, right? How you feel about being down south?
I got fat. Why you hold on? Why you saying we gonna start back? You didn't even see how I look to know if I need to go to the gym or not.
But that's cool. But if we're gonna have 5 kids, right? That's a lifelong decision. We got to be here for our kids for a long time. Even if you look good, we got to make sure our hearts and kidneys are strong. And you
You
40,
right, absolutely
right?
right.
You trying to pop out 5, right? Yeah, I'm right, right? We're gonna make
Yeah,
this
you
work,
right.
right? I ain't gonna lead you down a bad path. All right, I got you. So, y'all keep
Anyway,
asking me
Oh my
questions.
God.
back on
Yes.
subject. Back
Oh,
on
to answer
subject.
your
I want
question,
to
I'm
keep asking
sorry.
questions,
Yes, I've
though.
been to down south. I actually have family that lives in
Okay.
Georgia, Baltimore, and stuff like
Oh,
that.
perfect. Post your picture so we can see how you
But
look, so I can get an idea of what you're
I
talking
don't like Georgia though. Everything is far in Georgia.
about. You ain't
I
got to worry
wouldn't want
about
to
it.
live
Good
in
car.
Georgia.
Good
You ain't got to
car.
worry
Yeah,
about it.
I have a car, but I'm not driving out there. It's scary out there.
Oh,
Now we'll
okay.
fix that. You'll get over that fear real quick. I promise.
It's
Once you
scary
your dream
compared to
tablet,
Brooklyn.
yeah, you in Flatbush. Come on, it's cool. You good. It's a grocery store around the
Yeah,
corner. You
y'all
be good.
just put that socialist up for mayor. It's gonna be real scary out there. It's gonna be real scary
Live
out
out
there.
there. So don't go there.
Nah,
You
I see you
voted for
vote.
mayor, didn't you?
Nah, I see you
Who,
vote.
me?
Yeah, you.
No,
See
I
you
didn't.
vote.
I didn't know. I didn't vote. I don't vote.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
No, that's not.
What you
Yeah,
mean?
why?
Yeah, that's fine. What
Yeah.
does that mean? What does that
What that?
mean?
What part? That
That's
it's fine
perfect.
not
That's
to vote.
perfect. I don't vote either because this shit's stupid, right? It
Yeah,
don't
it
make
don't
no
matter.
difference.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't
Yeah,
because they already know who's elected. That's why I
Yeah,
don't
we
do
yeah,
that.
know.
that's right. It's a conspiracy, right? Fuck all that shit. Let's worry about these babies and marriage. That's all we need to be worried about. It's our family, right? What's your sign?
I'm an Aries. Best
Oh,
sign
Perfect. I'm a
ever.
Cancer. I'm a
Okay,
Cancer.
you good,
Perfect.
good.
We
I
are
like
toxic
Cancer.
to
I
each
like
other.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Y'all funny.
Yeah. Come down here. We'll figure it out, right? You feel me? We'll figure it out together. And we gotta worry about nobody else.
This nigga breathing too hard.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Oh
sure,
my
man.
I don't,
God.
I don't think I see a nigga thirstier
Bro.
than this nigga right now.
Yeah. Okay, back to her book. back
He said,
to
"Yeah,
the
you
book.
breathing too hard." Oh my God, that was funny.
Exactly. Back to the
He had
book.
5 kids, and he was like,
Um.
"I'm trying to have a starting 5."
All right. Esther. All the starting five stuff aside. For the book, we've all read it. We
Well,
think we
I'm
need
I'm
some
gonna be honest
further.
with
What
you.
y'all think of the book so far? And be honest, because I listen to y'all podcast and none of y'all
Honestly,
got
we
no
need some
filter. Y'all very
revisions.
opinionated.
We need some revisions.
Hold on,
Oh,
We
wait,
man.
wait,
need
wait,
some
wait, wait. What was
revisions.
he saying?
Huh?
You listen to the podcast and what?
I said I listen to y'all podcast and y'all have no filter. So I want to know what y'all think of the book.
I ain't finished it yet. I did have a question though.
Yes.
So I was reading through this, right? And I was just like, that's why I asked you how old you were, because I'm just like, you went this seems like somebody who's like been out here and been through it and kind of went through it and still ain't learned nothing. Does that make sense? Meaning that,
Yeah,
like, not that you haven't learned anything as an adult or human, like you haven't learned the hard lesson because, like most of us, well, not most of us, half the podcast is married, and I feel like you have to accept that there are certain things in relationships or any relationship that you just are gonna have to live with. Like, say for instance, this guy on this podcast, he's a bit of a the one that was trying to have 5 kids with you. He's a bit of a wild card. Like, and I accept that he's going to be a wild card. But like, how much do you accept? That's the kind of
yeah,
things I weren't getting or was not getting for your book. It was more like you don't talk about that. At least where I've gotten so far. And I'm
yeah,
lying when I say I went past page 6. But look, I am not here to finish it. Right? I'm gonna finish it because I was gonna ask him to reach back out to you because last week he was like, "Man, I got to read this book." I was like, "Yeah." And then I was trying to skim through it, and then life didn't happen. But like life happens, especially for me.
yeah,
But I was like just reading it, I'm just like, I guess my question isn't clear. In the end, what did you learn? Like, did you learn more about yourself, or did you learn more about the dating world? Does that make sense?
yeah. It makes sense. So it was both. I can't beat myself for things that I can't change. I can't control how somebody react. I can only control my reaction. And I gotta like the letting go. I definitely let go, but I'm still working on the forgiveness part. I'm still
Nah,
working
you're a New
on the
Yorker.
forgiveness part
New
because
Yorkers are hard.
even
Like
though
kind of hard.
even though I'm not with my ex anymore, but I don't want
Hmm.
to talk about it because I don't want to incriminate myself. I'm still
That's fine.
dealing with with
Yeah, we're
Lord.
gonna take the
Yeah,
domestic
yeah.
violence part
So
out too, by the way.
yeah, so
Yeah, we got you.
I definitely have
No,
to
listen,
work
don't
on
take it out,
the
Esther.
forgiving myself.
Esther,
We're gonna
listen,
take
as a
that.
person who's been through that about 15 times, you gotta understand, like, it ain't you. You know what I'm saying? You just
What?
gotta think what brought me around this person to be feeling like this. You know what I'm saying, Esther? I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
stop
Sometimes you
it.
want to
Wait, you
beat the
the
shit out of
toxic? Wait, hold
motherfuckers.
on, hold up. You the toxic person, right? Which one is the toxic person?
That
The
Me,
nigga you
libertarian.
was
That's
saying
you.
all
You.
these lies. He the toxic nigga.
Hold up.
Oh my gosh, toxic! I gotta see how you look toxic. But
okay,
He
that's
sits with
fine.
anyway,
some
wait,
Listen,
wait,
domestic
come
You
on.
muscles.
seen him
Back to
in the photo.
back.
He got the
Huh?
glasses.
He sits
He
with
got the
5 with
glasses and
muscles.
the
Wait, I
hair.
didn't.
He
Wait,
sits
let
with
me
five with
see.
muscles.
Hold on, wait. With the one, oh, if it's the one
Oh
with the
my
muscles, oh no, it's not gonna work because of the muscles.
no,
It's gonna be
they
problems.
functional muscles. They not like gym muscles.
no, she
Right.
talking about Armstead. She talking about Armstead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's talking about Armstead. No.
But
It's the taller
one
one.
of y'all is cute. I'm looking at the screen right now. Bush look cute. He a cutie. Cute.
Who's
Yup.
Bush?
It says
He
That's
light
you,
BU.
skinned. We
nigga.
always get that.
That's you,
That's what I'm
nigga.
seeing.
Oh, you
That's
talking
Yeah.
the
about
light
me?
skinned nigga. That's the light
Yeah,
skinned
it's the
nigga.
light skinned
But
nigga.
he's cute. He a
Hold on,
cutie.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say this.
Wait, come on, guys. Back to the book. Back to the book. Y'all trying to distract me.
Hey, what
Nah,
happened?
you the distraction.
No, I ain't trying to distract you. I'm trying to get you pregnant and married. I'm dead serious too. I'm not fucking around. I'm trying to help you through the domestic violence cases because I've been through them a lot.
I'm gonna run to Walmart and fill up these balloons since we playing that game.
That means y'all
We
both
we
gonna
we
tell
go
on
we
each
going
other.
a little bit long on that part.